So a banana told me that this Friday, tomorrow, we are going to have a 10x event for some of the new champions. Is it worth summoning or not? We'll answer that question in today's video. We're also going to go over a community contest, and we're going to, in relation to the 10x event, go back on the Iron Brago plan because we've just had a tournament drop today, and one of them is literally a slap in the face. So let's start with this right here, the concept contest, the champion concept. The Community Champion Concept Contest, which is on the Raid Shadow Legends Facebook page. You can go on here and participate by selecting the one you like the most. The 3 winners are going to get even more resources than the ones that participated, and I believe you only have to click a reaction. Simple enough, guys, get involved. Now, I also want to do a quick announcement for this account right here, which is an account giveaway. This is a YouTuber. He is giving away his own account. This is Taco HD. Hopefully you guys know this player by now. He is going to give his account away when he reaches 3,000 subscribers. So he's basically at like 500 subs away from giving away this fancy account. Guys, please go and support him. That would be absolutely amazing. And now on to the next part, which is the 10x event. Literally, the banana here told me that we were going to have this starting tomorrow for some of the new champions. We have Roxanne, we have King Garag, which I did a video on, King of the Nipple Ring. I think he looks absolutely amazing. Those blades apparently doesn't hit as hard as we would like him to. I feel like he needs to build up momentum, kill a lot of champions before you get the full potential. It's not easy to set up, but you know what? Could do a lot of great things anyway on an early account. Chancellor Yasmin, single target heal on a 2-turn cooldown, and also an AoE remove buffs with a sleep. That is huge. We got Vogoth, AoE provoke, and sort of like increasing the cooldown of the skills or something. So like we'll do a lot of great things for crowd control. Really solid. We have Ursula the Mourner, a reviver, if I'm not mistaken, AoE decrease attack. We have Armina. Armina I did a video on. I really like her. If you manage to get all the champions turn meters down to 0, she is going to place a stun on all enemies. 100% chance of happening. That is a first in the game, so Armina is definitely worth it in my opinion. I would love to get her. Old Hermit Jorg, we've got a single target reviver, but also turn meter increase with increased attack. So if you have a high Katoon into the Old Hermit, that can be really good for an early arena sort of team, right? And then we have Yugo, which is basically also sort of like decreased defense and block buffs or something. So you have a very important debuff, which is the decreased defense, and then you've got some form of crowd control in there as well. So overall, I'm gonna say that because this is all the new champions, some of them have a lot of use for long term, right? So it is a good time to summon in that sense. However, is it a good time to summon because it is going to be only a 10x event? I am not a fan of 10x events. I always summon during 2x events because I'm not one of those that has a full vault of champions or whatever. So I'm not looking necessarily for, you know, specific champions. But you're almost forced into summoning, and that will lead me into my next point because of the events we've just had, right? So in case you guys do not know, I have the Iron Brago free-to-play, easy fragments or whatever fusion plan, and so I always update the values when I get new tournaments and events, which we just got today. And so I was looking at this right here, classic arena takedown at 455 points instead of 280 for your 5 fragments, and my first reaction was a slap in the face. This is a whole lot of other points compared to the first one, but if we break it down on a per day basis, we had 4 days for the first one, and we have 6 days for this one, effectively meaning that you need 70 points per day here and then 75 points per day here. It is still doable, but don't forget that in these tournaments, you get a certain amount of points depending on the wins you have in different brackets, right? So if you're in Bronze 1, not as easy. If you're in Gold 4, kind of easy. Very completable over this period of time. However, I'll still caution you guys that if you, let's say, don't manage to complete this and you lose a 5 fragments here, you won't get my free-to-play approach. That would mean that you would have to push a lot further in this Dungeon Divers event, but I already said that you had to push in this one. So then I thought, well then what if you don't push on this summon rush, which leads me to that 10x event, where instead you would have 5 points here, but then you would get your 10 points from here. That would still put you at 95. So sadly, I think that you're almost forced into summoning if you want the easiest fragments first. If you followed my plan for the Champion Chase tournament and you had some extra fusions just sitting there, maybe you grabbed your Arbiter, maybe you had your fusion of Rosin or whatever, right? So then you don't have a whole lot to do here, but I'm gonna say that you still need to get roughly 1,000 points from the summon rush, hoping that these values are not drastically different than what they typically are. Same thing, I'm also saying here that in this champion training tournament, you'll most likely have to get all 15 points from that as well. So you might still be caught off guard, therefore push for this anyway. You don't want to take the risk where this doesn't work. Also assume that you would have to get 1,000 points or roughly 1,100 points for the summon rush in this 10x event. Now, what could you summon to do this? I would suggest you do your ancient shards and mystery shards. If you can pull it off with these two only, save up the rest, because we're about to have a 2x event for sacred shards probably next week, then another 10x event, and then 2 weeks after that probably a 2x void shards. Because we just had the 2x ancient shards, you'll have plenty of time to get more for the next 2x events. So that's going to be my strategy for the 1,000 points. I literally am only going to be using this. On top of that, it's a great time to do that because that's going to give you a lot of food for your champion training tournament, which is going to start in a couple of days. All right, so that is what I suggest you guys do. Definitely go for this 10x event in the sense that you're going for the fusion anyway, right? That's the ultimate prize. Regardless of if you get these champions or not, you will hopefully be getting Iron Brago, which is absolutely amazing. I think he is a great champion. He certainly is worth it for even a beginner account, but also an end game account. I will be using this guy probably in Tag Arena. Anywhere else I can try and make some content with, I will take him in there for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. As always, I will catch you later.